Hello everyone, my name is Jorge Castro and I am a rising junior at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. This summer, my fellow group members and I worked on a project for Business 264. The main objective of this project was for our group members to create a new value line review for a company. The company that our group decided to go with was Salesforce. Here's the agenda we'll be following for this presentation. First, we'll begin with some background information on Salesforce. This will allow the audience to be informed on the company. Then, we will speak briefly about the sources we use to help us construct the value line report on Salesforce and how we went about doing our research. We will then discuss on how we calculate our numbers and finish off with a conclusion and our final thoughts on Salesforce. According to Wikipedia, Value Line is an independent investment research and financial publishing firm that is based in New York City. Value Line was founded by Arnold Bernhard in 1931. They are known for the Value Line Investment Survey, and that pretty much is a stock analysis newsletter which tracks over 1,700 publicly traded companies in over 99 industries. Value Line is also a publicly traded company in NASDAQ.
Thank you, George. Hello, my name is Parker Wight, and I will be a junior at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign this upcoming school year, and I will be talking about the background of Salesforce. First off, Salesforce is an American cloud computing company. This means that they allow managing a business to be very simple, storing and accessing data over the internet versus your computer's hard drive. Salesforce is listed on the New York Stock Exchange with the symbol CRM and is also a part of the S&P 500 index. They provide cloud-based solutions for sales, service, and marketing firms, and their main area of focus is the software industry. The company was founded in 1999 in San Francisco, California, by Mark Benioff in his rented apartment. Prior to founding Salesforce, Mark Benioff worked at Oracle in a variety of executive positions in sales, marketing, and product development. In June of 2004, Salesforce announced the initial public offering of 10 million shares of its common stock at a price of $11 per share. This is up from the estimated range of $9 to $10 a share from earlier predicted in 2004. Here are the sources we used to conduct our research throughout this project. We used all four of these sources to assist in our efforts to come up with calculations for the project: the Wall Street Journal, Yahoo Finance, MSN Money, and the Value Line. Now I will hand it over to Stefani, and she will talk about some background information regarding our calculations.
Thank you, Parker. My name is Stefani, and I will now discuss a few of our calculations for our estimated values for the next issue of the Value Line for Salesforce. To start, we'll look at the calculations for quarterly revenues. We decided the best way to estimate the quarterly revenues was to find the percent change between the April Value Line estimations and average those percent changes and apply them to find our values for the next issue. To go into more detail, we can look at this table column by column. The first column just shows us the fiscal year we are estimating, which is 2016, and it has the 4 quarters within it. The second column includes the estimated values from the April edition of Value Line. I included the value for the quarter before April 30th just because we used it in our calculations. In the third column, is where we began our calculations. We found the percent change between each of those quarters. The equation that we used was new revenue minus the old revenue value, and we divided all of that by the old revenue value. We then found the average of those percent changes, which turned out to be 5.5%. We used that average in column 4. We took column 2's estimates from the April issue, and then we multiplied them by the average. Lastly, in column 5, we took the estimate from the previous year and added that to column 4's value. For example, if we look at April 30th, we added 1,809 with 101.4 to get our rounded value of 1,910. As for the full fiscal year revenue, we did the same calculations as the quarterly revenues, except we added a few minor tweaks. We found the percentage change between the full fiscal estimation in April's issue and the full fiscal value estimated in July's issue. Since we are currently in the beginning of the fiscal year that we are estimating, we decided it would be best to cut this percentage in half because there's still a lot of the year left to go. Then we followed the same steps as the quarterly revenue calculations. We multiplied the percent, this percent that was divided by 2, to the April's estimation of 8,000 to get the answer of 150, and then we added that 150 to the 8,000 value. Thus, our estimation for the next issue for the full fiscal year revenue will be 8,150. Now I will explain how we got our values for the capital structure. We did a comparison between April's values in the value line and current values in the Wall Street Journal. We also made inferences about some of those numbers. For instance, for the leased and uncapitalized section, we inferred that leases generally don't change very much, and especially not during the year, because of how rent usually is. It's usually a fixed amount. Thus, we kept April's estimated value for our estimate for the next issue. Salesforce doesn't have any preferred stock, so that's how we concluded that estimation. We used the same logic for the defined benefit pension plan as well. I will now let Parker conclude our presentation.
In conclusion, our group has come to the mutual agreement to buy this stock immediately. This project has allowed us the opportunity to see how much time and dedication is required in the research involved in a single stock. This concludes our Value Line project video. We hope that this helps you out to understand how we completed this project. Finally, we would like to thank you for watching our presentation. Have a good night.